Hey everybody, so thanks for tuning in to another episode. Today I'm in Wannsee Lake, which is half an hour outside of Berlin. It's a huge lake, as you can see. It was first established sometime in the early 1900s, so people have been dropping stuff here for 122 years at least. Let's go see what we can find. All right, so we've got our very first target, very close to the water, the beach, as you can see, and it's a little green, but here we're beeping, so let's see what we can find. Okay, so I found these two. I'm almost certain that the left one is a coin. The right one I'm not so sure, although it has the features of a coin. I'm getting targets all over the place. Just I can't show you guys because, as you can see, the water is so green. If I put my hand underwater just maybe 8 inches, it already disappears. Okay guys, so I just pulled this coin out. So this is, I think these are the coins from West Germany, from, let's say, the American side. I can see here something Republic, and then when I clean it, we should see, I think the number 5 is there. So we'll get that cleaned up and try to get a better view of it. I found this coin just now. Again, the water is just too murky to film anything. So I pulled it out, I already cleaned it. It's a 1975 10 Pfennig, I think that's how you pronounce it, which is, I think, 10 cents basically. And it says Bundesrepublik Deutschland, 1973, sorry, 1973. Alright, so I just want to show you just how murky the water is. It's actually basically dark green. And so I'm just sticking the metal detector in, sticking my shovel in, and just trying to go by feel rather than sight. So here you go. Maybe you heard the beeping of the detector right now, but I can't see anything underwater. Alright, here we found another 5 Pfennig. And the interesting part is this, you can see the date right there, 1950. So presumably this has been in here since 1950, which would make it 75 years in the water. That's crazy. I found it right there at a depth of maximum 12 inches. So I just pulled out my first scoop, and right here you guys can see that there's a coin. So it's a little hard with one hand. I hope I don't drop it. We'll wash this off, make sure there's no secondary coins here. No. Alright, so let's look. What do we got? Oh, I can see some gold, so it's going to be the same Pfennig. Maybe a 10-cent piece because it looks a little larger. Alright, so I just found this. For some reason, I think it's either a pocket knife or one of those old school foldable razors. You know, it looks like it's been down here for a long time, but truthfully, I have no idea how to clean it to find out. So maybe I'll take a hammer to it just to try to get to it real fast. Guys, so we have found the absolute coolest coin. This is a Deutsche Reich penny, or 5 Pfennig, and this was made between 1923 up until, I think, sometime in the 30s. And if you look down here at the bottom, you'll see 192, and then I can't make out the last digit just yet until we clean it. Absolutely the coolest coin. Wow. Literally, this is before World War II. Guys, you wouldn't believe what I just found. This is a 1943, I think it says 1941. I can't say the N word, N-A-Z-I. It's got a 5 on the back, and it actually has an eagle with the N-A-Z-I symbol right there. So let me show it to you from the front side. If you can see it right at the bottom where my ring finger is, that says 1941. And then right above it you'll see an eagle with an N-I-Z-I symbol. This is crazy. Last year I found a 1 cent or 1 mark, and this is 5. That's absolutely nuts. Absolutely nuts. Now I just got to clean it. Now these are not made of metal. As far as I understand, it's made of pewter, I think, and there's a good chance it can actually snap in half. So you can't put it in an ultrasonic cleaner. You have to clean it by hand. Guys, I am at a loss of words right now. Really, this is amazing. This looks like a pin or a button. I thought it was an earring at first, but I think it's a button, and it's gold colored, but it doesn't mean it's gold. We need to look for a hallmark or a stamp, but we're gonna have to clean it first. But guys, if this is gold, that's crazy. I can see something here that might be a stamp. I'm gonna have to clean it right here where I'm tapping my finger on the inside. There's a divot. All right, guys, so I've just arrived home, and now I'm going to wash and clean the coins, and we're going to go through them one by one and then try to identify them, because some of them were muddy and caked up and it was a little hard. Hopefully we can get through, clean it all up, and get to what really the coin is, find out the history, the value. Let's just have some fun cleaning it, man. This is the exciting part, I think. All right, so I've got a simple tray, just something that's, can hold water in it. We've got some distilled water. We don't want to use regular tap water. A soft toothbrush, something that's old, got soft bristles, and the coins. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to dump all the coins at once so that we can just clean them one by one. And yeah, let's get into it. Now what we're going to do, we're going to use a chopstick, and we're going to try to very carefully, without scratching the surface, take off some of this grime and muck. You got to understand, this stuff has been underwater for 40 years, 50 years, and in the case of some of these buttons, 100 plus years. So it's stubborn though, it doesn't want to come off. There it is. There's a nice chunk just came off. It's like a layer of mud that's solidified on top of the coin. Forgive me if some of you guys think I'm scratching the coin, but it's okay. Okay, so next we're gonna move on to this coin, and I don't know how well you guys can see it, but the year is right here. It says 1931, I think. Is that what that says? Yeah, 1931. And here's the interesting part, that this is an eagle, and right here in between his legs you have a NAZI symbol. Can you see it right there? It's right there. And the year is there. It's actually 1941. Sorry guys, I think it's, yeah, 1941. 1941. And on the back there is a 5, and it says Deutsch something. So let's see if we can very carefully clean this up, because these coins, they break apart easily, so we have to be very careful to try and remove this, not damage it. Let's move on to another coin that I remember was interesting. It was this one right here. So this one is probably the coolest coin that I found. This is actually from the early 1900s. Just look at how thin it is. It's ridiculously thin. And the year, I think, is right here. So this is prior to World War II. So because really the year has eroded so much, and I think the coin is generally like eroding, I don't want to scrub it too hard, so we're going to go very light. Just try to get some of the surface muck off. I found this randomly right at the end, right when I was ready to call it a day and go home. I got 2-3 targets in the same area, and I thought, don't give up, try one more. And then lo and behold, this popped up. So that's about as much as I'm going to clean it. I don't want to clean it anymore. We'll dry it off and try to find a year. So this next one here, this is really, really, really interesting. It is not a rare coin, but it's also before World War II. In fact, the year on it, I believe, is right down here where my thumb is. And if you can make that out, it should say 1921. The 9 and the 2 look identical, and I found it online. I'll show you in a minute. But I have to clean between the 2 and the next number, the last 2 digits. But I think it's 1921. So this is crazy. This is before World War II. So let's carefully clean this one because it's already got a piece missing there. And we don't want to break it. We don't want to damage it more than it's already damaged. All right, guys, so here is everything cleaned up. We have a 1949 5 pfennig, 1950 going all the way down. These are all 5s. 1980, we have a 10 pfennig, 1990 a 10 pfennig, and 1973 we have a 10 pfennig, which is the one I got the cleanest, and then a 1950, which I struggled to clean. Now, right here we get to probably the most interesting coin. This is a 1941 5 pfennig, and it has the NAZI symbol right there. You'll see here, there's some numbers, 1941, the NAZI symbol, and then an eagle, and then some writing around it. Yeah, that's so cool. And then the number 5 on the back, and this part I can't clean off because it'll break the coin. Now the next coolest coin is this one. It's a 1924 5 pfennig, Renton pfennig. So this is before World War II. This is before the man with the mustache came in. So you'll see a completely different design from this one. You might see what looks like 1994, but I'll show you a photo. The 2 actually looks similar to the 9, but it's 1924. You have some wheat or barley there. And then on the back, you'll have the number 5. And you see there's already a piece that removed itself. So you have to be very careful cleaning these. I've spent the better part of about 2.5 hours trying to clean all these coins. And this is the best I could get. 1924. And the last coin. I don't know what year it is. You'll see the year is here, and I just can't make out the last digit. But these were minted from 1904 to 1916, and it's a 2 pfennig. Let's see if we could see it here. It has a slightly goldish color, which is interesting. I really would like to test to see if it's gold, but I don't think so. And there is the eagle. And then if we zoom in, we see the eagle, and everything is very eroded. Here's the interesting part. Look how thin it is. Compare it to a normal coin from that era. Well, not even from that era, but let's say from around the same time. It's about half the size. And as you can see, the year should be right around here. And you can just barely make out any numbers. Oh, sorry, it's here. The year is here. Sorry for my dirty fingernails. I've been cleaning the mud. And should say 190 and I think 4. So that is probably the most unique one. And it was just one of the last finds of the day. I wasn't even sure that I was gonna continue digging, and this is what we came across. So cool. Well, guys, that's it. I hope you enjoyed the video. This has been one of my most hardest sessions of cleaning afterwards, so we'll come back to this place next year and try again. Until next time, bye.